KAIBASHIRA TARO, we see Triana getting pre-banned. That is very interesting.
Okay, the Triana pre-ban, I mean, we've seen its strength, but to pre-ban it means you really just didn't want to deal with it. OSSERU on the left side, KAIBASHIRA TARO on the right side. And now the first pick, it is going to be that Mo Long for OSSERU.
We are seeing a potential setup for a cleave when we see Bastet and Draco coming out. We are expecting to see picks like Lucian, like Julie. That is the AoE option available. But if you want to go for the single target, of course, Oberon and Kali with the single target ignore defense is going to be great. Even switching for the Odin now. What a switch up from KAIBASHIRA TARO.
KAIBASHIRA TARO not hesitating at all, comes out swinging full force here in the first game of this winter semifinals. It is a best of 3, so if he can get that 1-0 lead, it is huge. OSSERU, what are your answers?
The rare Tyrannus coming out, or Tyrannus, and the reason why we're seeing a lot of these...
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's coming back. The defensive picks out of OSSERU is because the opponent is looking to kill your whole team, or at least 2 units within a single turn. So Tyrannus there, bringing some of the revive. Vanessa passive there, bringing the revive. And finally, there's the Abelio for the healing. Diana with the shield. So it's really just going to be a match between damage versus survival. Carnal is not exactly the damage we're looking for, but it is going to be a very strong control given OSSERU doesn't have any cleansers / immunity.
So just trying to maybe fill in that small gap that he was missing on the side of KAIBASHIRA TARO. But I mean, OSSERU, you could kind of tell the panic as he was trying to adapt in his last picks. He was still able to secure the Tyrannus and Vanessa. As you mentioned, Peter, he's got some insurance in check, but will it be enough? Waiting for the bans now. The Abelio will be banned, and then the Cardinal being banned out against KAIBASHIRA TARO.
This is where I actually would have liked to see the Okeanos come back, because the reset would have been really good at dealing with Vanessa and Tyrannus, but it doesn't matter because the last pick got banned out anyways. We are now looking for the raw damage coming out of KAIBASHIRA TARO. He's looking for the 1-turn damage output. Here is Bastet now, Oasis Blessing. Look at the buffs. There is the Oberon now, trying to make use of the attack buff. Of course, the skill 3 is going to hurt.
Yeah, huge setup from KAIBASHIRA TARO.
There is the Judgment going for Diana, 57!
Oh
what? The Diana has so much HP, what is going on?
What? The Diana surviving, and then that amount of damage coming up for Oberon. 2 shots on both sides. As Odin able to try to go for that hit and get the proc out of the Tyrannus right away.
The Tyrannus has skill 3. If he uses it now in the beast form, it will not provide the defense buff, which is why he saved it, going back into druid form first. Now Mo Long has the reckless angle onto the Oberon, but if you kill a unit, it gives stacks to Odin. When Odin has 5 stacks, it does ignore defense. So now Diana has to try to interrupt that flow, go for the strip on the attack buff, and try to kill, but we see a safe play instead.
Yeah, goes for the shield, but how much will that matter as we see just trying to bring down that shield a little bit as the Odin sitting on those 5 stacks. As you mentioned, Peter, things are still looking pretty scary for OSSERU.
You have to keep in mind that because OSSERU's Diana was so tanky and it didn't get one-shotted by the Oberon, Vanessa's passive didn't get popped, so that is still available, as well as Tyrannus' skill 3, providing the soul protect now. So if you kill Diana, she's just going to come back.
Okay, so it still has that insurance in check. Will it pay off for OSSERU? The Odin already brought down quite low as well.
There is the Draco, not able to set up much for the Odin, because even if you go for the armor break in skill 2, Odin's going to ignore defense anyways. And now KAIBASHIRA TARO going for Diana, and he gets 4 stacks back.
Okay, so does get that revive out of the way for now. Still has those 4 stacks, but Odin still being chipped down pretty low.
But there's still another revive available on the side of Vanessa, and Odin does go down when he is, or when he revives when he goes down. So Odin still has that one more chance, but now he's looking for a clean kill onto somebody, Diana, and now there's Vanessa's passive.
And another revive. So the insurance is now out of the way from OSSERU. KAIBASHIRA TARO trying to do what he can. The Odin returns, as you mentioned, and now OSSERU kind of playing against time, trying to burst things down.
There is Draco trying to buy time, but not enough time is there because now Diana She's going to be utilizing this window of opportunity, takes out the Odin. At this point, there's only 2 supports left, and what can they do?
Yeah, huge move from OSSERU, just utilizing that insurance, having that Diana survive in that first burst, and now able to do what she needed to finish off Odin. Now we do see the buffs coming out from KAIBASHIRA TARO, but is it enough to really stand by during this game?
I mean, we have Molong with the Reckless Assault coming up, so once that connects, that is going to be unit down. Of course, Diana with the PP onto defense break would kill a unit, so there is the concede in OSSERU. What a Diana!
Wow, that is something a little more stable and tried and true, or do you have more tricks up your sleeve? That is the question now for KAIBASHIRA Taro on the right side, OSSERU on the left side. This time, pre-banning out that wedge out that we know is a core part of KAIBASHIRA's monster box.
So this time around, with wedge up being gone, of course, it is going to be a lot harder to see Feng Yan come out. So I'm sure that KAIBASHIRA Taro will be adapting around that, going for the Sierra first pick instead.
Okay, Sierra first pick. Molong still looking to be secured by OSSERU alongside the Lulu and friends.
Of course, the Shihu being hovered. It feels like a very early Shihu, but he goes for it anyways. Once again, going for the one-turn cleave in the Kali. But now, he doesn't have the pre-ban on Triana. So if you are OSSERU, you can go ahead and pick that. You can go ahead and bring Vanessa back, Tyrannus back. I just hope that OSSERU would, or not OSSERU, but KAIBASHIRA would bring in maybe a Rocky, because that is a good way to deal with Triana's passive.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh my god!
Oh, are we going to see an Onmyoji for the first... I mean, we haven't really seen Onmyojis for so long here in SWC 2021 in the APAC preliminaries. The water Onmyoji being highlighted right now for KAIBASHIRA Taro. He needs to do something different here.
He's going all in potentially with the Jamayer, switching it up now to the Oberon. Now you are seeing just a switch up endlessly. And the final lockdown is going to be Leona. So Leona's a pick that brings the late game insurance if KAIBASHIRA Taro takes out Molong early on. But to be honest, it doesn't have great synergy with what he's brought up. So I do like the first picks that he hovered a bit more. So he'll have to prove this Leona pick.
Yeah, I mean, going for a little bit of insurance himself, but when you're trying to go all in, you start to hesitate a little bit. Maybe that bites you back. We'll have to see. The Juno being picked up now for OSSERU as the 5th pick after the Triana and Abellio.
So not a lot of emphasis being put on Vanessa Tyrannus this game, but rather Juno trying to turn the game around through the strip on Kali's buffs, which could definitely be a thorn for KAIBASHIRA, but I wouldn't ban... Okay, I was gonna say I wouldn't, but he does. So
okay, so goes for the ban against the Leona, and then the Juno gets banned out by KAIBASHIRA Taro. OSSERU currently leading 1-0, match point for OSSERU. If he wins this, he moves on to the winner's final. KAIBASHIRA Taro trying to tie things up.
Super fast Kali with the God of Fire now has attack buff for everyone. Shiho with the skill 3, alter ego attack. Oh! He needed the strip setup for Sierra Fate of Destruction, because if he doesn't get the strip, that means all his damage is nullified and the whole entire purpose of this team was damaged. But now, with this type of a start, you can't help but wonder that OSSERU... Wow.
Okay.
I was gonna say OSSERU's in trouble, but not in trouble if he can buy time with all things in nature. It provides a buff to the whole entire team as well as debuffs for the opponent that has occurred throughout the game so far.
All right, so now really both sides just trying to keep things alive as we're seeing all the protection set up for both sides. I mean,
it happens again. Sierra can't do anything.
Yeah, Sierra doesn't really have a window right now. The setup, you need to wait for it once again, and KAIBASHIRA Taro needs to buy some time.
Not able to use the attack buff on Sierra successfully, but Kali's skill 2 is still there, sitting there as the almighty threat against Triana. And now we are going to be seeing the tectonic shift out of Kali. Can it get the kill done onto Triana? Oh.
Not enough. I mean, not even that close either. A lot of damage, but not quite enough at all. The Triana still sitting at a relatively decent amount of health, and still isn't going to be able to fight off that bomb as well. So Sierra not having that window either, just goes for the skill 1.
But the problem is, if you cannot use Sierra Bomb on Triana, Lulu heal is going to be huge, and the Mo Long with the huge stun on 2 units is going to be such a huge factor for OSSERU now. Trying to sleep the Sierra, he did not get it, so he finally has an angle of a bomb onto the Triana.
Yeah, it is open right now. The window is there. You gotta get this opportunity if you're KAIBASHIRA Taro looking for the bomb, and it does go on.
Yep, that is very good. If the bomb missed, that would have been way too unfortunate. But now, Triana does go down, and it seems like OSSERU doesn't have much damage as a response out of this lineup. Of course, the Reckless Assault can take out Shihu, but there are still 3 big units you have to worry about. And Shizuka with the skill to can also bring back Shihu for a turn and utilize some of his skills.
Oh, that's true. So we got to keep an eye on that Shizuka right now. Of course, that was one of the crazy picks coming out from KAIBASHIRA Taro here in this game. The buffs return from the Kali.
Right, so the buffs are there. Sierra, once again, cannot use the attack buff whatsoever. Just spamming the skill 1 more often than not this game. But the different part now is that it seems like the Sierra, she was going to be very healthy against all this water, but when the armor breaks come out, it is scary. So you have to consider now, going for the bomb, I was about to say, but he doesn't go for the bomb, so now he's got defense break still applied. So now Mo Long can do...
Okay, is able to still get by just in time. Didn't cycle it fast enough, but still gets rid of that defense break.
That is going to be the huge skill 3 out of Shizuka, grabbing a bomb onto the Mo Long, because that was a debuff that existed before, and all of a sudden you have the double bomb setup.
Huge from Sierra. There you go. Just explodes the Mo Long out of the game. This Shizuka really paying off dividends right now for KAIBASHIRA Taro. And Sierra, she wasn't able to get any bombs in the beginning, but she got the ones that matter. Oh, no, the Abelio didn't secure the kill the first time, but gets another turn and is able to secure it.
I love the targeting out of OSSERU there. He absolutely needed to go for the Sierra, but of course, Shizuka with past life spell.
Oh no! The Sierra raised from the dead, not able to land the ball.
Well.
Oh, no.
When Sierra is not given a window of opportunity to perform, and she finally does, but she still doesn't perform anyways, of course that is going to be a big letdown if you are KAIBASHIRA Taro. Now Abelio standing real strong, trying to keep the control down onto Shizuka, but she's got the skill 2 available again. He's thinking about who to bring back.
Yeah, some strong considerations here. Still goes for the Sierra.
A turn away from the bomb. So now Shizuka needs to buy just enough time to bring Sierra back again, but the damage is piling.
This is looking dicey.
Skill 3.
Has her skill 3.
It's going to buy time.
Oh,
you look at the bombs.
My gosh. Huge onto both monsters right now.
This is crazy. He's got another Sierra set up. He can bring her back again for another shot at Fate of Destruction. This may be the craziest turnaround if it does happen. Of course, you got to bring back the Sierra. Go for it.
It has to be. Yep, it has both skill 2 and 3 ready.
Fate of Destruction looking to connect. Lock and look.
Okay. It's only able to get that one skill on that revive and not able to do anything as we see the monsters topped up.
You know, that's...
well, that was very anticlimactic.
Well, we couldn't get the turnaround, but we do see a clean gameplay out of OSSERU, locking in that 2-0 victory.